Hello there. So I wanted to give you a very important update concerning my Appalachian Trail Thru Hike for 2023. I mentioned in the last video that I'd go into some great detail concerning all of this, and so I wrote all of this down because I got a lot on my mind I want to share with y'all, and so bear with me as I read through this to let you all know what is going on. So I'm making this video to let you know that my Appalachian Trail hiking adventure has come to an end. I made it to the town of Fort Montgomery, New York, and I spent the night at Bear Mountain Bridge Motel. Tracy and Julia picked me up, and I am now with them. And so I realized a while back, in northern Pennsylvania to be exact, that physically I was not going to make it all the way to Maine. I then decided to push myself as far as possible, and Fort Montgomery was it. At that point, total exhaustion had overwhelmed me. I felt increasingly weaker as the days passed by, and rest just was not helping. My feet, ankles, and knees had reached their limit. My feet are still a mess, both of them. My ankles, specifically my right ankle, was giving me a lot of trouble. And again, specifically my left knee was giving me all kinds of trouble. And so they had just reached their limit. Every step I took had become labored and painful. I lost 28 pounds while on trail. I started out at 156 pounds, and I now weigh 128 pounds. I could not stop weight from falling off of me. No matter what I tried, I just couldn't keep from losing weight. And I believe that the weight loss contributed to my sense of weakness and exhaustion in those last few weeks. So I had some physical struggles. And the physical struggles also contributed to major mental fatigue. And that can be a problem. A lack of focus on the trail can quickly become a dangerous thing. I began to make a lot of miscalculations and missteps in those last few weeks. And so my time was up on the Appalachian Trail. I made it 119 days out there on the AT. And so having said all of that, hiking this trail is still one of the best experiences of my entire life. I've seen some beautiful sights. I've met so many cool people and made some amazing new friends, and I've learned so much. I've learned to appreciate the things that are often overlooked and taken for granted. I've learned to appreciate running water. When I would get to a town or go through a state park or whatever, maybe that had a restroom that had running water, man, what an absolute luxury to be able to wash my glasses, because they would just get filthy out there. But running water to wash my glasses or wash my hands, what an absolute luxury. So I learned to appreciate that. I learned to appreciate sitting down on something with a back on it, because out on the trail, the only thing you sit on are rocks, logs, or the ground. And so whenever you get to a point, whether it's in town or at some Trail Magic where they have some lawn chairs set up, whenever you are able to sit in something that has a back that you can just rest your back upon, it is awesome. It is absolutely awesome. So I learned to appreciate sitting on something with a back on it. I learned to appreciate being dry, because out there on the trail, so often you are just wet. and I've mentioned it so many times, there was so much rain. And so whether it's from the rain or just sweat, you are constantly wet, damp. Stuff never seems to fully dry out. So when you can lay something out in the sun and it gets fully dry, or your clothes or your shoes are fully dry, man, you appreciate that so much. The trail teaches you to prioritize what's truly essential and to let everything else go. It really does that. I'm going to be reflecting back on this experience and learning from it for years to come. I never lost a toenail out there, which is a very common thing. Your feet take a beating, which I let you all know about that. Your feet take an absolute beating, and a lot of people lose toenails. I never lost a toenail, so I'm thankful for that. I never pooped my pants, which again is a common thing out there. Very, very gross, but it's more common than you would realize. I never pooped my pants, which was a major goal of mine out there. I did not want to poop my pants, and I didn't. And so I never lost a toenail, I never pooped my pants. I never got attacked or consumed by a wild animal. And again, that was another goal of mine, to avoid those things. As I was getting my thoughts down on paper here, I considered talking about falling short of achieving a goal in this video. But the more I thought about it, after much thought, I came to the realization that I did not fall short. My dream was to hike the Appalachian Trail. Reaching Mount Katahdin would have simply been the icing on the cake. And so I lived out my dream. I hiked the Appalachian Trail. I gave it my absolute best. Turns out, my best was 9 states and 1,400 miles. It's not too shabby. And that is something that I'm always going to be proud of. But I want to thank you for your love, your prayers, and your support. I would not have been able to get as far as I did without them. Knowing I had friends and loved ones rooting for me back home kept me going many, many days. And for all of you who faithfully watched my journey on YouTube, let me thank you once again. I never, ever, ever expected so many subscribers, so many views, and so many comments. Whenever I had a signal out there on the trail, I look forward to reading and responding to all the comments. New friends made this way has been a real blessing and encouragement to me. If you have been following along by watching my videos, just a quick little update on a few things. I will be retiring the Cabela's hat. It had a good run, but it's done. So it's going to be going into retirement. The stinky white shirt that I'm wearing right now will continue to be worn on a regular basis after a few thorough washings, of course. And I did get some new trekking poles, but I'm going to keep the Gandalf stick. Who knows? It may see some more miles in the near future. Time will tell. Through all of this, if I inspired any of you to get busy living, then I'm very grateful. With this announcement, if I have let any of you down or disappointed any of you, I sincerely apologize. And it's going to take a while to readjust to society, to the real world, if you will. I'm feral now. I'm wild. I'm way too used to living in the woods, breathing all that fresh mountain air, drinking all that cold mountain water, and enjoying all that beauty and freedom that I found out on the AT. While I always return to the quiet of the woods, and while many adventures lie ahead, this Appalachian Trail journey is in the books. It's over. It's all she wrote. And so as I wrap things up with this very last video, I do once again want to thank you for all the support. I want to let you know that I am at total peace with the decision made. I gave it my best. I gave it my all. I gave it my 100%. I left it all on the court. I left it all on the pitch. I left it all in the ring. There's nothing more I could have given. And so I'm at peace with this. I will reflect upon this this adventure for years to come and learn lessons from it for a long time. So once again, let me just thank you for your love, your support, your prayers. Thank you for watching. And I just want to say just again a special thank you. God bless y'all. Happy trails.